Hey everybody, it's BATJAC J.W. here coming to you with my favorite pistol for sure, absolutely. The 1911, I love them. In this video, we're going to be talking about the more of the higher end, the custom 1911s. You know, that's always the question. It was a question for me for sure, like just asking yourself, is it worth it? Do I need it? You know, all that kind of stuff, you know, the money wise, the features, what it is. Now, I'm no virtuoso on it, but I can tell you this much: by handling them, checking them out, and feeling them in your hand and actually firing them at the range, there's definitely some positives on a lot of this stuff here. So first up right here, we've got the Smith & Wesson PC 1911. It's from their Performance Center. You got the ambi thumb safety and all that, the kind of features like that. Now, it is wonderful to have that. If you're left-handed, I'm left-handed. Mostly shoot these things right-handed, but that, you know, for a tactical and practical purposes, you know, it's definitely not a bad thing to have that. And what I do like is it is low profile. There's a lot less, you know, not so much protruding out on it, everything like that. External extractor on this one, they kind of deviated from the traditional John Browning design. Although, if you look at some of the, not the very original high powers, but the later high powers, like the 60 series and stuff like that, especially when you have like the T series and whatnot, they went to the external extractor on that one. Again, scandium frame on this one here, and you got the relief cuts there for lightweightness and everything. So this one actually does feel really good in the hand. And one of the other things it features is that kind of bobtail thing here. And I believe we got about 20 LPI for the checkering on the back, and this one I think is a 30 LPI checkering here on the front strap. And of course the top has been flat and serrated, as we see on a lot of other custom 1911s. Note too, the rear of the slide there is also done up like that. Really lightweight gun. I've been a big fan of the Commander size variant with the 4 1/4 inch barrel and the lighter weight frame, the carry weight frames on these things. I've been liking it. Now this one here is in 45 auto. All right. Now the other one here, we got a Dan Wesson Valor, and this one's all stainless steel and everything. You got the bobtail, the V bobtail here, and wonderful grips on this one. This one's really nice, and it accents it really well. And of course, the 25 LPI on the front and back here and the serrations. You got a mid to a long trigger on this. You know, round top, kind of more traditional. This one's in 9mm. A lot of people, you know, that when it gets to 1911s, a 9mm, but you know what? Once you shoot them and checking them out and everything, it's wonderful. It really is. This one is truly something nice to behold. The trigger and everything on it is amazing, especially also a 9mm. And you guys know I've been a big fan of the Commander in 9mm, if you see my other videos on that kind of stuff too. One thing also that I like about these that is a little bit different than the standard, like the Colt government models and stuff like that, is, you know, one of these things that I like about these custom guns, higher end ones, is stuff like this. The smaller details when you depress the grip safety, and how it's just smooth all the way through. You know, you don't get the you don't get that kind of cuts in your web of your hand during firing it, especially if you're shooting like something. You really feel it when you shoot something like if it were to like be this one where you got the carry weight frame and it's in 45 auto. It's gonna bark on you a little bit more, and so every bit of that comfort and added custom work done to it really is going to pay off in the end. Really like it. And of course the trigger jobs and everything is exquisite. One other thing to mention about the Dan Wesson here, the Valor, that flush cut muzzle right there fitted to the barrel bushing, and that beefy barrel bushing in itself, amazing stuff. Here we got the needs no introduction, right? The Wilson Combat, the CQB Elite. The Wilson Combat, definitely they've been getting a job done for a long time. Bill Wilson is the man when it comes to 1911s for sure. You got 25 LPI checkering on the front, and as well as the on the rear. All bulletproof parts, meaning that's they machine them out of solid steel instead of being a MIM or cast or anything like that. And you certainly are not, that's the other thing to note, you're not going to see cast frames or anything like that with these. They're all going to be forgings and stuff. So one piece blended magwell, bulletproof, the parts, and then also the ambi safety, which is a low profile which I do like. That's amazing low profile ambi safety there, because I'm usually not a fan of those, but you know, this is absolutely superb. Of course, the grip safety is blended superbly to the frame itself. Also serrated on the back of the slide, U-notch on the battle front or battle rear sight, and it's a U-notch also serrated for reflecting, get rid of all that kind of stuff. And then of course also the magazine release on this one is kind of not so much too extended to where you accidentally trip it off, but extended enough. It's kind of a medium extension on it to where you do have a nice purchase on it when you actually go to drop the magazine on it. And also the top of the slide there, you can see it's flattened and serrated. It's awesome. I didn't think I'd ever think too much about that when I read about those features, but when you actually get one of these in your hand and check it out, it's superbly awesome. It's just great. So I can't say enough about the Wilson Combat. Of course, the flush cut barrel to the bushing and everything like that, and the trigger is just unbelievable. I think you're working at 3.5 to 4 pounds on the trigger. Beautifully crafted pistol. But that's it. I mean, when you get to these kind of guns, you really do you're paying for a lot of the handwork that goes into them. When you work the slide and check out some of these, like the Dan Wessons and whatnot, and especially the Wilsons, you really see where a lot of that money goes. All that handwork, all that kind of just fit and finish is amazing. It's superb. It really, these things get set apart from just the standard run-of-the-mill stuff when you start entering these price tags. Of course, it does come with that heavier price tag. So it's up to you to decide rather if that's worth it for you or not. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'm BATJAC J.W, and I certainly love the 1911s.